Here we are. Changing it up today. I'm gonna go with these groovy bananas for carp and channel cat. Maybe some of these straight sweet strawberries and mini marshmallows. All on circle hooks. Groovy bananas, sweet strawberries, gummies, or mini marshmallows. And so I'm gonna get baited up. We're here at Two Duck Lake. There's two ducks out there. Well, out there. And there's two rods. There's gonna be three. Well, so far I've been here for an hour and 15 minutes, haven't caught jack squat on this gummy bait marshmallow stuff. So I'm breaking out my jig pole. I'm gonna reel up one of my three rods and jig pole a little bit. This one here is called Groovy Banana. Tastes pretty good to me. Fish don't seem to like it. So we're going to go with the old standby Berkeley Power Nymph. All right, flip it out there a little ways. Oop, oop, there's one. Oh, it's a monster. Look at him jump. Boom. Woo. Maybe I should cut that up for cat bait. Probably catch them. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna cut her up cat bait. Cut this bad boy up for cat bait. Well, there we go. Nice little white crappie. Berkeley Power Nymph. It's going to turn into cat food, catfish bait. Okay. This over here. Oop. I'll reel up this gummy bait and put on cut crappie. Cut crappie. Alright, chop off the tail, chop off the chunk there, chunk there, chunk there, chunk there. There we go. Hey, check this out. What do you think of my little bait knife? It works great. My dad's old roofing hatchet. Family heirloom. Made in USA, believe that or not. Rockford, Illinois. Off goes the gummy, sticky sugar. On goes the crappie. Nice little chunk right there. Now if I can find where to hook it at. Come on now. Right about there. There we go. Gummy on this one. Off with the gummy. On with the crappie. There we go. Catfish time. Way. Put a little slack in the lines. There's that groovy banana. I'm going to have to try this out, you know, the big lake when the carp are hitting real good. See if it works. Tell you what, this stuff's nasty. Stays on the hook like crazy. Look at that. What a mess. Ain't even Christmas. Ugh. Yeah. Well, since I got a bunch of this groovy banana goo on my fingers, dang nabbit. There. Oh, there we go. Let's jig pole some more. Catch some more crappie. Get happy, catch a crappie. Doggone line. Oh, there's one. Hey, hey. Feels like a monster. There we go. Black crappie. Hey, check it out. Black crappie. It's got spots all over it instead of bars. Oh, his lips all tore up. So it's got spots all over it instead of bars. Get back in there. There she goes. We got this pipe here, this weird looking, some kind of corrugated pipe. It's got holes in it. Well, I was just getting ready to break down I actually broke down my jig pole here. I was going to put it in my truck. Something pretty big jumped right out here. Carp, I don't know. Bass, I don't know. Something. Yeah, and jig pulling. Now I just had my jig pole broke down. I was going to put it in my truck, and something jumped out here. Probably a nice little dinky bass. Might have been a carp. I don't know. And right out here, it's bigger than a crappie. Any look?
That point over there. There's this old man too, like me, that comes out here. He says that's the best place to get fish over there.
Just grab them by the head.
Shit, some of them are big ones.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they're, you know, the old wives' tale, it's bad luck to mess with the snake. You ever heard that?
Mm-mm.
Bad luck to mess around with the snake. You know why? It could be poisonous. Yes, sir.
Fished this pond a lot last year.
Oh, right now, okay, the water should be, that should be in knee-deep water at least.
Yeah.
Thigh deep water.
I think it gets deeper if you get it out to that way, out that way.
I've had a little bass boat, little plastic crawdad, you know, 2-seater. When this thing's up, the deepest spot is about where them ducks are at. It drops off them cattails, it drops off real quick, probably 8 foot deep, 8.5, when the water's all the way up. Oh, I just seen one jump way down there.
We were down at Cheney Friday, and they were biting real good.
I caught some nice big old carp at East Lake in the north end.
Really?
I think Friday. I think it was Thursday. I was using night crawler on dropper rigs. You know, end of line, a sinker, and then a loop, carp, and some 3-pound channel cat. Then I went out there with the carp that I caught, cut those up in chunks, left the scales on, and marinated that in strawberry jello powder.
Now,
went out there and caught a 10-pound channel cat Friday.
I tried that strawberry jello, putting it in with some chicken, you know, breast, and I couldn't get nothing to bite.
Well, they were tearing that up. I mean, it might have worked without the strawberry jello. Don't know. You never know.
Go out to Spring Lake?
Well, South Walmart?
Yeah.
Southwest? Yeah. It's all getting real algae, filled with algae, clogged with algae. Yeah, shoot, I caught a 4-pound bass in there with the rubber worm. The purple auger tail.
Last year around August, I was out here about, it was getting dusky. I was on that point way over there, and I heaved my line out. I got it out to, not to where the ducks are, but in that area in the middle. And I had a perch on that big, and I caught a 26-pound channel cat out of here.
Yeah, I know there's some big old cats in here.
Yes, sir.
I know people that, you know, catch them at these reservoirs around Kansas. If they don't want to flay them, they're like let's throw them in here so they can eat some of them little small bastard crappie. You know, so you don't get stunted. Because this lake will get stunted like that, you know, with all the small crappie and bluegill.
Biggest crappie I caught out of here was about 2.5 pounds, right in this area here where you were fishing right there.
I know there's flathead in here. At least there used to be, because people, the same thing, to catch them somewhere else, they throw them in here. It's good to have those because they eat the small crappie, so we can have bigger crappie.
There's a bunch of turtles in here.
Oh, that's another story I could tell. This is probably 20 years ago. 15, 20 years ago. Me and Mark Lyles, we threw these brush piles in here. You know, we weighed them down. This brush pile is out where I started where those ducks are. There's some out there with the PVC pipe, you know, in concrete and buckets, right at the drop off where it levels out. Anyhow, we're over there and there was something that looked like a log, about where them ducks are at, a little bit farther out, a little bit closer this way. It looked like a log about 4 inches in diameter. It kind of went like that and then went back up. It wasn't moving. I watched it, all of a sudden this thing had moved and went, phoom. It had to be a snapping turtle with a shell about that freaking big. I kid you not. It must, if it's still alive, it's probably like that big.
I know, I've seen some in there that big.
Oh, this thing's going to be 3 times as big as that. Twice as big at least. Because I mean, it looked like a log that big around. And that was its head. I saw that another part that I thought was a log was his back. It went down. I mean, it wasn't a log. It just, like I said, about 15, 20 years ago.
Last week I was down at the West Park, you know, over there at the dam on the river. And just by the rocks, and we're only catching a little bitty crappie over there.
There's drum in there, and I like catching gar too, for fun. I love catching big old long-nosed gar. Like 4 foot long, they're a blast. When they jump out of the water and they go, ooh.
Well, you take care. I hope you get something.
Yeah, I'm just running my camera, making YouTube videos.
Yeah, when I walked over there and walked up, boy, there were 2 great big ones sitting right on top. And then I started backing down, and goddamn it, there weren't 2 about that far away from me.
Them bastard turtles can be a real pain in the neck sometimes when they steal your bait all the time.
When it was up and the water was all up on them cattails, that was good fishing over there. Float a minnow.
Yeah. Yeah,
Take care.
I probably would have had better luck. You know, sometimes I put a little float above this thing about 2 foot. Fish a little bit slower. I probably would have had better luck, but I just been pitching it out. Caught 2 crappie. Lost one. 1 black crappie about, you know, that big. 1 white crappie that I chopped up for bait on those 2 rods there. And lost 1 white crappie right out there. Right at the bank.
What did you use it?
This is a Berkeley power nymph. It's got scent in the plastic. It looks like a little, almost like a little crawfish or a little nymph.
Yeah.
Now I did have little tentacles, you know, that were longer on the back. But I tore those off because a lot of times the bluegill will grab those and pull them off anyhow. 2 little tentacles that stick out like another 3/4 of an inch longer than that. But
I'll have to look at my tackle box and see if I got these ones that we were using, putting them on jig heads.
yeah, these are called Berkeley power nymph. They got scent in the plastic. If the little bluegills are hitting like crazy, they'll tear all those little legs and tentacles off. They'll tear it all off of there.
And the crappie will eat them?
Oh yeah. Now I probably should have changed the color to silver because I think there's a little shad jumping. I probably would have caught more in silver. I'm being lazy.
Well, you take care, buddy.
Well, I am going to pack it up. So, yeah, thanks for watching, liking, and subscribing. And sorry I couldn't catch more, but I tried. Anyhow, I'm going to pack it up. Yepper. Head home and watch some YouTube. Actually, edit a video. Watch, just about the time I'm packing it up, boom, something will hit my cat rods, my cut crappie, and boom, we'll see. Yeah, tried these gummies, sweet strawberry, groovy banana. This wasn't happening. I guess, you know, if I was in a place where the carp were more aggressive eating, I bet you these will work. And marshmallow. You know, these mini marshmallows, like any marshmallow, they don't stay on the hook very long though. Alright, Saudi.